Hello there, Year 1 designers. We're going to be joining our cloth today. We're going to be decorating our buildings with lots of windows. In our last lesson, we shaped our cloth. We cut out all of our shapes, our buildings, our windows and doors, and we put them in a little bag to keep them safe. And what we're going to be doing today is using some glue to join all those windows and doors onto our building to make them look like a big skyscraper or block of flats or office building. When we've done this, I've got this enormously long piece of black cloth for you. Everyone's going to be able to stick on their block of flats onto this black cloth to make a nighttime skyline of Manchester. So let's go. We start off by getting our windows and doors and gluing them on. We want to get a nice bit of glue right up to the edges of the square and stick it down. And we can try rearranging it before we stick them down, and when we're happy, they'll all be nicely glued and we're ready to go. Now remember, they're not completely dry yet. It takes a few minutes for them to dry, so we've got to be a bit careful. When you have finished sticking on all your windows and doors, you can put any little bits of cloth that you've got left back into the paper bag, because I'll use that for other projects. We don't want to waste that. So once we've tidied up and we've got our finished building, we are ready to stick that onto our big piece of cloth to make our wall hanging of our skyline of Manchester at night. Here's how we do it. Now, I've only got a little piece of black cloth. I don't need a huge bit like you because I've only got a few buildings. You've got 30 because there's 30 of you in your class. So we just start thinking about laying on these bits of cloth and gluing, because we're joining these pieces of cloth to the background. Now, can you see how I'm getting the glue? I'm not having to cover the whole thing entirely. I'm doing it in stripes, but I'm making sure I'm getting it to the edges. Now, my little window fell off there, but it's okay because I just put a bit of glue back on and stick it on. So don't worry if that happens. Once you've got one building onto your big long piece of cloth, which I suggest your teacher lays on the floor for you, you can stick on your next building. So whoever finishes next will come and glue their building on. But I don't want you just to put it right next to the first building. I want you to overlap it a bit like that, because we really want to get a sense of how massively crowded a city is, like our home city of Manchester. So you can see there doing exactly the same. This time I'm not just doing stripes one way, I'm doing it the other way, and I'm just making sure I get glue right up to the edges, making sure that it will join nicely. I'm overlapping it and I'm building up my skyline. Now, once you've put on your building, you can put some stars on while you're waiting for everyone else to finish. So these are lovely silver sequins I've got for you. These are something that you often use in textiles. Just get a few stars on, making it look beautiful, because we're having a nighttime cityscape or skyline of our Manchester. So we want the stars and the moon to be there. So I think that's going to look very beautiful, our wall hanging. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you join all your fabric together, and looking forward to seeing your completed skyline wall hanging. Bye.